Good afternoon, Chuggalos. Today is day 21 of the Brew Crew podcast Christmas Advent Calendar. And today we have a special one. This is a collaboration. Listermann Brewing Company and the Barrel House. The homies that have put this together for the last 3 years did a collab with Listermann, and to my understanding, the owners of the Barrel House were very hands-on with this beer. Not like Omegang, where they just don't touch the beer at all. They were very in the shit. This is a barrel-aged cookies and cream. C.R.E.A.M. Because this little otter creature is holding up that Wu-Tang Oreo. So, casuals everything around me. Cream. Cat snakes rule everything around me is what it says. Pastry stout aged in bourbon barrels with cookies, vanilla, cocoa powder, cocoa nibs, sea salt, and lactose. 11.5%. And I'll be damned, this might be a contender for one of the more expensive ones we had on the list. This one was $16. But I'll pay for quality. We all know this. Taking a play out of Chunkle Mark's reviews. I've got a 3 Floyd's glass, and they're that's pretty bitchin'. I've had a four pack of these, or a set of these, for quite a while, but just always kind of forget about them. And speaking of which, I haven't heard from Chunkle Mark today. Hopefully everything's all right. But I do have Chuggalo Deuce and Chuggalo Stepmom in the pipeline. But let's get cracked and poured, and we'll go from there. So 3, 2, 1. I'm not expecting it to explode like the cuvee. I've been watching. I've been trying to get caught up with people. I'm on that episode with Svil and JT, but another barrel-aged stout. So that's always a plus for me. And this is actually 2 days in a row. And maybe we'll talk about that. We're gonna pour it again, coming out thick, no head at all. Trying to pour it with a little bit of delicacy here, you know what I mean? I hate to pour but at the same time, it's a stout. Don't have to be worried about it. No head at all, actually. Looks kind of bizarre in the gumball head glass, but a little glare. It's hard to. I need to take a play out of Matt's book and maybe buy like a light, like an O light. Depending on how it goes, we'll see. But cheers. Wow. Okay. This is pretty damn good. This is gonna be really fucking hard to talk about. Right off the bat, getting that like cocoa nibs or cocoa powder, that just like drying roasted chocolatey flavor. Getting the sweetness, probably not vanilla by any stretch, but nothing. Today was a weird day. It's 21st of the month, and I'm wearing a tank top, but it was an undershirt. It's just getting out of work clothes as soon as I get home is kind of the mood. But getting the cocoa powder, getting the cocoa nibs, kind of barely get a chocolate thing. Kind of barely get a salt thing. it's almost just like a sharp like finish that I might be attributing to the salt. And maybe I'm reaching. I keep doing this. I keep just trying to keep my hands in frame. This is way good. This is wild to me, actually. Doing that though, drinking this beer. I'm trying to not immediately jump into Chuggaloo-Deuce's review. Kind of have my own thoughts here. Just chocolatey. Don't get a lot of cookie. I think cookie more lends itself to like a mouthfeel thing, like a biscuity or like a bready mouthfeel. Don't really get a lot of that. Mostly just getting the chocolate. Mostly just sweet chocolate. Sweet and chocolate being separate. Because chocolate can be sweet, obviously, but I'm getting more of the dry, dark chocolate bitter, and also the sweet of what I can only assume is the vanilla. I understand what they're trying to go for with Oreos. I fucking love Oreos, actually. Probably one of my favorite. Those and Nutter Butters. Those are great. Seriously. But let's see. Aside from that, hides the booze pretty well. 11.5 in April of 2020, so that's almost 3.5 years, damn near closer to 4 years. I definitely think that's part of the reason why it's mellowed out the booze. It's damn good. It is damn good. And I made mention of this yesterday. I feel like I've given the 5s to every Imperial Stout, and maybe I'm just trying to be extra critical, just for the sake of the camera. It's good. It's really good. I think it's better than yesterday's because it says it is what it says. Not to say that Mastheads wasn't any of the things it says it was. It wasn't tiramisu or whatever. But this it delivers on what it's promising, a pseudo Oreo cookie stout. So and then as always, if you're gonna call something barrel aged, tell me what fucking barrel it was aged in. I don't think it's that hard. I mean, maybe I'm asking for too much. I mean, people are doing a lot. Breweries are doing a lot. Not to flex it, but I used to work at a brewery. I know how much shit these people do. But I wouldn't imagine adding that one extra text or one line of text on a label would be that hard. So I don't know. Maybe I don't think I'm being unfair by requesting that. I don't know. This is better than yesterday's. I'm being hypercritical on it because I'm the stout guy. A 4.75 off of the not top rope. So stole that one from Matt. Hopefully he doesn't get mad at me for it. I'll let that sit. It's been out for 20 minutes, hoping that gave it enough time to warm up. But I've got Chuggaloo-Deuce's review. I unfortunately was waiting for. Kind of waited. I bided my time a little bit. Took extra long making dinner even, waiting for Chunkle Mark. But hopefully he's got his review to me later on this evening, and I can relay that to everybody tomorrow. But starting off with Chug-a-Low Deuce, I've got barrel-aged cookies and cream, Listermann X Barrel House, pastry stout aged in bourbon barrels, cookies, vanilla, cocoa. Yeah, but we all know this. Dang, this beer is a mouthful in name and in taste. First few sips, punch in the mouth chocolate and cookies. Slight hint of salt, which accentuates the taste nicely. Boozy, but not as boozy as the other entries this calendar. The longer this sits, the chocolatier it gets. I'm a fan. Kind of sad this is the last stout of the calendar. 4.0. Shocking. Expected a little bit higher score from Chug-a-Low Deuce. And then from Chug-a-Low Stepmom, one pukey face emoji. I'm a fan too. It's yummy. Good deal. Definitely always appreciate the good words from Chug-a-Low Deuce and Stepmom. But then I have a rating from I'm trying to text and talk at the same time. I have a rating, a top 4, and I'm reminding Chug-a-Low Deuce as we speak about the 4 stouts we've had, the 5 now stouts that we've had. So I'm hoping I can send this text off real quick, but I have, coming from Chug-a-Low Deuce, number 1 stout of the season. We had 5 stouts this year. That's kind of a lot. We had quite a few IPAs as well. 1050 was number 1. That was day 17. That was the big extravaganza. Big beer, big scores across the board. Next up, Chocoveza. That was the Stone Mexican Hot Chocolate. That was the video that Chug-a-Low Deuce and I actually did together. So check that one out too. I want to say that was day 8 or 10 or so, 8 or 10 or 12, early first week or two of the Advent calendar. Step 3 or number 3, excuse me. Listermann. This one I'm assuming because we haven't had another Listermann, so that only makes sense. So that was 1050 number 1, Chocoveza number 2, today's beer, the cookies and cream, and then number 4 being Avery. Just for the sake of not just like being on camera waiting for a text message, and no fault to Chug-a-Low Deuce. I'm gonna assume that yesterday's beer was probably better than Avery in his eyes. He did not appreciate Avery that much. He said it was too busy. I am also realizing that I have an ad going on right now. I am so sorry. Some music's getting paused. We're wrapping it up anyway. For me, I'm going to be a little bit different. I'm going to say 1050 Chocoveza. I'm going to say Avery, this beer, and then the tiramisu yesterday, the masthead tiramisu. I'm going to still cook on my beer of the year. Maybe I can get Chug-a-Low Deuce to work with me on that, and we can do that. He and I have intentions on at least 1 or 2 more together episodes. But I think there you have it, guys. I give it a 4.75, a 4.0 from Chug-a-Low Deuce. We'll have to wait and see tomorrow from Chunkle Mark. Probably pretty low. But as always, thank you for watching. Check out everybody else's thoughts on the beers. We'll look forward to a few more days of this. So, cheers, y'all.